Libra, welcome to your reading. I've been away for a little while. I had some school stuff and some life stuff, and now I'm back and stuff. Let's get into it. I'm actually going to start putting all of the readings together, and I'll just do different portions. So I will be starting with the general reading, then I will slide into the love reading. Love meaning love for self. It could be love between you and a romantic partner, or it could be love between you and a platonic or a familial relationship. So it's not going to be one size fits all. You got to take it as it resonates for you, you know? And then after that, we will move right into the career portion. That way you're not having to go on a goose chase for multiple videos to get a holistic view of what's going on. You can just get it all in one little package. So with that being said, let's get started. Spirit, I thank you for the opportunity to read for the Libra Collective. At this time, I ask for clear and concise messages as well as protection for myself, the message, and the listener/watcher as we go through this active divination together. Thank you for the protection that you give all of us, as well as the clear and concise messages. Ashe Amin. All right. So, let's do this. General. Whenever my cards jam up like that, there could be communication issues. So you might not feel confident in being able to communicate something, or perhaps somebody is not feeling confident to communicate something to you. Either way, do your part by making sure that you are being mindful of what it is you want to say. Maybe write it down, maybe even rehearse it in the mirror before you have that conversation. But never be afraid to express yourself. You have a right to do so as long as you're doing it respectfully. You're not hurting anyone. You should be able to share what you need to. All right, let's get into it. I'm a Libra moon for those who do not know. So I will not only be reading and getting up in your business, I'm getting in my business too. All right, let's get started. General, you got the Six of Pentacles starting out very strong. You got enough going on that you can share with others, which is beautiful. The fact that you even want to. You have the Emperor, very strong, boss-like energy. You could also be dealing with an Aries. And, ooh, that's a lot of cards, respectfully. I'm going to put all of those back because, once again, this is just general. This is not personal. Maybe I'll start doing personals again. I used to do personals in my local area, and then I stopped because I got busy with school. But maybe I will expand that to offer personal readings online one day. I don't know. It just depends on my schedule. Right now, I don't have time. But hopefully in the future, I will. All right. Anything else? Can I get at least one more card, please? Thank you. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so we're starting off really strong. Let me actually shift these. Boom, boom, boom. So that way I have a little bit more room. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? I mean, asking why somebody is financially stable is not. I just want to get a better strength. Could also be dealing with a Leo, or you could have Leo in your chart. Oh, also, this is for all Libra placements, so take it as it resonates, and if it doesn't, be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus, which is always a good idea. You are a tough cookie, and I know it's not always fun being the strong friend, but your strength has put you, as well as the Knight of Swords, your strength and your studiousness, your curiosity, your thirst and hunger for knowledge, puts you in a position where you are able to have, enough to pay your bills and maybe even donate to a charity, or enough to pay your bills and enough to help out your sister or your mom or your brother, with an expense, a surprise expense that comes up or something, which is honestly a blessing in these times, right? So we'll get into that. Why is the Emperor here? What is going on with the Emperor? With the Emperor, we have the Eight of Cups. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So you're embarking on a journey, but it's not you and this Emperor energy. You're embarking on a journey that looks different than you thought it would look. You're getting what you want emotionally, but it's not looking how you thought it would look, is what I'm getting. All right. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Thank you. You're letting go. Very interesting. You might be like me and have Taurus and Libra in your big three, or at least in your chart. if you do, I would check out the most recent Taurus reading. You are letting go of and learning from a really difficult period that you went through mentally, and you've allowed it to serve as a metamorphosis. You've allowed it to serve as a metamorphosis, and now you are coming upon this really fulfilling experience, with the Four of Wands. Really, really strong. We're going to slide into the love portion. Actually, let me just clarify really quickly with this second deck here. I just want to get an understanding of why the Eight of Cups is here. I need to deep condition my hair. And I don't need to tell you this, because we're all Venusian signs here, but please don't negate or neglect your self-care. That's how I know I'm in the trenches emotionally and mentally, is like I stopped doing my little face masks and, things like that. Things that bring me joy, the bubble baths and all that. Alright, that's a lot, respectfully. There's a communicate, there's something that either you want to tell somebody or something that somebody wants to tell you. But either way, whatever it is, seems like it'll come out. I'm not getting a negative read off of it, but maybe it's positive. Somebody might also be, you might be adopting a puppy, or somebody around you might be adopting a pet or telling you that they are with child. So if that's the case, congrats. We have the Nine of Pentacles here. So very strong, sorry, I'm at a loss for words for my brain. I have like a brain fart. Very strong, by yourself. What I'm getting is by yourself, you can do bad all by yourself, financially, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. You got it. This person can also do bad all by themselves, whatever that looks like for them. But together, you guys stand to live a very fulfilling life, because it looks like there's another person with the Four of Wands, and the Emperor specifically. You've learned your lessons, and it looks like this person might have learned their lessons as well. And now the two of you guys with the Wheel of Fortune, y'all had to go through a couple of fated events before you got together so that you could be the versions of yourself that you both are that make the relationship work. This might be somebody who you recently started seeing, or somebody that you're about to start seeing if you've not met them in the physical plane. You have the Knight of Wands. So there's a lot of learning that is happening. It looks like we're sliding into the love portion, because I'm picking up on someone else's energy very heavy here. So the two of you are learning how to be good partners to each other, is what I'm getting with the Knight of Wands. The two of you are performing actions. You're in a studious learner, student mode. You're wanting to understand how you can show up better. You're brushing up on your people skills, whatever you need to do. We also have the Emperor once again. So clearly you're dealing with an Aries, or you're dealing with somebody that has Aries in their chart. Clearly, because we got the Emperor 2 times. 1, 2. And whenever I get the Emperor twice, it gives very much like, I don't edit these videos because, I like to just put them out there raw. But if I did edit these videos, I would put in a clip of Nene Leakes like, I said what I said. This is an Aries. This is an Aries, and this Aries is very dead set on you. So this could also, you might have a parent who is an Aries or has Aries in their chart. Yeah, there's somebody that's very dead set on you. You got the Nine of Cups. Extreme fulfillment. So extreme prosperity with the Nine of Pentacles. You have the Four of Wands here. Extreme fulfillment. You might still be holding on to a little bit of anxiety from a previous relationship, or your fears about relationships as it pertains to whoever this person is, whether it's a friend, a colleague, a romantic partner, a relative. Baby, I don't know who this is. I just know that this person is somebody that only has eyes for you. You are the apple of their eye, is what I'm getting. They might even call you that as like a pet name or something similar. Very interesting. And I get okay, thank you. We also have the Fool, and we have the Six of Pentacles. So once again, with the Six of Pentacles. So maybe, the both of you guys are financially stable. This person is financially stable, but as it pertains, you're financially stable with the Six of Pentacles coming out for you. But the Six of Pentacles coming out for them, they are also financially stable, and they're in a position where they want to build with you. They're not interested in anybody else. You also have the Fool. So both of you are taking a chance, and both of you understand that the other person is also taking a chance. So this gives credence to the idea of both of you wanting to be gentle with each other's hearts, because both of you are taking a chance, and you both know that. Very, very, very beautiful, very symbiotic. You might have gone through like a rocky patch with them in the past. Like you might have cussed them out or like had to set them straight in the past. Hold on. This rough patch might have, like, you might already know this person. This might have been with them in the picture, or maybe not. So take it as it resonates. But so grab a couple oracle cards here and get deeper into this, because I want to understand where it is that this person is seeing themselves in your life. Ooh. This is so random. Hot dogs might be significant to one of you. Maybe you're both from cities that are or places that are kind of pitched as opposites, or that have their own thing. Maybe one of you is from I don't know, New York or something. I'm from Queens. And then maybe the other one of you is from I don't know. I can't think of another hot dog place. Chicago has great hot dogs. Texas has this really good fair food. I wouldn't pitch them as a hot dog city. Anyway, separation. So sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. One or both of you is kind of I don't want to say fresh out of a relationship, but one of y'all is more recently out of an interpersonal relationship of whatever type you guys share. One of y'all is more fresh on the scene than the other. And that seems to fall in line with this anxiety. I'm willing to bet that it's you, Libra, but it could be the other person. Yeah, let's go forward. Hot dogs. When I was in college, I went to college in Connecticut, and there was a franchise or a chain of restaurants called Frankie's. I haven't been to Connecticut in almost a decade. I need to pay a visit. Beautiful place. Anyway, I ate at Frankie's every weekend, dude. I don't know why the hot dog thing is stuck in my head. Talking. We have interested, awaiting messages, text, calls, email, and talking more. You and this person are deepening your connection. You are learning about each other. You're having the cool conversations. You're sharing all of your weird, how you like to eat your pizza, and your weird quirks about, I don't know, if I'm able to find both socks and they both match, if I'm wearing matching socks, it's a lucky day. I don't know, all those little weird things that people have, you're starting to get more into that, and it's less, what are you wearing? Tell me what you're wearing. It's less of that and more of do you think that aliens also get pedicures? These, you're starting to have more of the weird personal conversations that mean that you're getting closer. We also have ship, cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need, and progression and arriving. Well, yeah, I don't know which one of you it is, but one of you is letting go of a relationship in part, a previous relationship, and there's no emotional hangups, but part of the reason why there isn't is because the new person, relative to whoever I'm talking about, whether it's you or them, the new person is a stark improvement from the old relationship. So what I'm getting is I can't even be sick over my ex because like the new person it's just a complete 180. Like the way that I feel around them it's a breath of fresh air. They treat me with such reverence and respect and love and honor and softness, or whatever. So I can't even be caught up thinking about my ex, because like that's the energy that I'm getting. Like, why would I even spend my time thinking about that when this person treats me so well? Like, why would I sit up and waste my time? Like, that's what I'm getting. So it's actually pretty cool. So the new person is helping you understand what love is supposed to be like, such that you're not even really focused on the previous pains. Although they might still, so you might still have some questions. What if this person does this? Or they might have questions. But it seems like the way that y'all are progressing is not leaving much room for doubt. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Alright. What's this? Sunglasses, watching, looking, and perception. Yeah, you're both watching each other. I'm also getting that you're learning from each other. That's what I'm getting from this. This person might also have a sunglasses collection, or you might be into sunglasses, or you might live in a place. It is summertime in the northern hemisphere, so you might find yourself wearing sunglasses more. Maybe you think they look hot in sunglasses. Vice versa. Ooh. Alright, I'm only gonna take the one that showed its face. Love call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. Yeah, the relationship is deepening. So you're clearly, you know who this person is, but you're relating to each other more. There's deeper empathy, deeper compassion, deeper connection. And this is going from something surface level to something very intimate and very deep, which looks very promising. And one or both of you the relationship is serving as kind of a palate cleanser, which ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you need a little palate cleanser to readjust your perception of love. Happens to the best of us. We all have a weird ex. We all have a little weird. We all have lore, Alright, let's get into the career portion. Let me shuffle these over here. Let's get into the career portion and see what's going on in your career, financial, business life, that whole realm. What's going on as it pertains to the world of Pentacles. Separate from... Okay, I was going to shuffle and these just flew out. Yeah, this Frozen card came out for Taurus too. We're in a time of economic decline or hardship, so I'm not surprised. But hiring with Frozen, we have a hiring freeze. Maybe in effect, or there's no new work right now. Being aloof can leave you out in the cold. A warm follow-up gets you in the door. I spent like 5 minutes yelling this at Taurus. I'm not going to spend 5 minutes yelling this at you. But if you are looking for a job, and this is coming from someone who years ago used to work at an HR/payroll company. For the love of everything good in life, please, 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 let me get in the microphone so you can hear me. Please, 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 go in your email, the email that you use when you apply for jobs. Go in your email settings and go to the inbox filtering. I don't know if you use Gmail, Yahoo, I don't know. You can look up tutorials. Find a tutorial and follow it if you need to. You need to start filtering out the terms that only show up in job rejection emails. We regret to inform you. Unfortunately, we will be moving on with another candidate. So like the term another candidate, that's going to be one thing that you wrap in quotes and add. Then you're going to add another one, another line item. And the next line item is going to be after careful consideration. You don't need to put nothing else. When was the last time you ever heard anything good come after something like that? After careful consideration, usually it's not good. Because if they really wanted to talk to you, you know what I mean? Like please filter out those like common phrases that are found in rejection emails. So you're not going to put an entire rejection email word for word in there, but you're going to chop it up and you're going to take out the common phrases like, unfortunately, after careful consideration, or we regret to inform you. Filter that stuff out. There's no reason that you need to be getting up in the morning and you could have had a great day and now you have 80 emails in your inbox. I'm seeing people online like, oh, I get up in the morning, first thing I see in the morning, my notifications. is a rejection email. Filter it out. Filter it out. I've been doing this for over a decade. Filter that ish out. Filter it out. You don't need to see it. If they weren't going to hire you anyway, they weren't going to hire you anyway. There's no need for them to like step on your soul. Filter it out. You're not going to hire me? Great. I don't want to work here anyway. Keep it moving. And most of these places aren't even really hiring in the first place. They either had an internal candidate that they knew they were going to hire, and they have to put the application out externally to give the appearance that they're doing fair hiring practices, but they already know who they're going to give the role to because it's an internal candidate. Which, if you're feeling spicy, you can very kindly ask if there is an internal candidate being considered for the role when you interview. And you'd ask this to the HR person, not to the hiring manager. If you want to, you're welcome. And I'm going to get back to the reading. It doesn't matter. I don't want to go on a tangent. But, yeah, filter that shit out. Like, there's no reason why you need to be allowing people to, like, most of these places are not hiring. It's either not in the budget and they're just lying and putting up fake job postings to either try to boost morale internally or to make it look like they're growing so that they can scoop up more funding or boost their stock price if they're a publicly traded company or get more funding if they are privately owned. Either way, please filter that shit out of your inbox. There's no reason for that to be in there. Moving on, we have make it work. You have all the tools you need to succeed, but you have to put in the effort. You excel at working with your hands and fixing problems. So you're a very solutions-oriented person, and this is something that is going to serve you very well. I'm also hearing make a portfolio. If you're saying, but Venus, I can't afford a website right now. This is what you're going to do. Let me get in the microphone again. You're going to go and you're going to create like a free Notion page. They have portfolio templates. You're going to go in Canva or something, and you're going to create some type of asset, whether it's a short little ebook, a little PDF that's like 5 pages that, is a tutorial on how to write SOPs that, give teams blah, blah, blah efficiency gain, or you're going to do something like that to set yourself apart because you're solutions oriented. Yes? It's either that. I'm going to be honest, from 2018 to 2021, my portfolio was quite literally a public facing Google Drive. And it paid dividends. I'm not saying to do that now. I don't know how effective that, I have a proper, website now for my portfolio, but, you use what you got. And if you want to have something really nice and professional looking and you can't maybe you're not in a position to pay for hosting, you buy your domain for a couple dollars if you can afford it, and then you host your website in a Docker container, effectively having your server on your computer, and then you can build a Notion site or something and have the domain point to the Notion site. There are tutorials out there. That's just one example. That's very extreme, but that is one example, right? So there's ways around this. You can make, I think, Google Drive. There's a website. So there's Google Slides, Google Docs. I think there's Google Sites or Google Websites or something like that. And you can make a quick little, something professional and put it up there. Because you're making it work. We making it enough. Okay? What else is going on as it pertains to career? Let me know if these little tips are actually helpful, because I don't want to be rambling about stuff that people don't care about. But, things like that have helped me tremendously. But yeah, don't take it personal if you don't get called back. A lot of these places are not really hiring. Prickly situation. You need both tact and diplomacy to reach your goals. The struggle is worth the prize. Work around the issue and use a gentle touch. So it's not who works the hardest, it's who works the smartest who wins. Yeah? With this being said, you know what you need to do to get out of a prickly or a sticky situation. You just need to give it some thought and not use brute force, and you'll be fine. Still in a very strong position, okay? Very strong. You have grit, and that's what's going to set you apart. If you're in a position where you're looking to get hired, if you're up for a promotion or something similar, then that same grit, again, is going to demonstrate to others that you are somebody that can decrease their stress, because that's really what people are looking for in their hiring, whether we like it or not. We also have gestures. You may be asked to help someone out, or you may need a hand. Give deserved praise to others, and you will receive recognition too. Don't be stingy with compliments. Don't be disingenuous either, but sprinkle them in. Yeah. And if somebody needs help, don't be afraid to help them, because you'd be not that we should help people for like material gain and strategy. Help from the goodness of your heart, but it doesn't hurt to consider the fact that you can also stand to reap benefits in the future, right? Essentially, network. That's the overall thing that I'm getting is like network. Do not go to, like, if you're doing the meetup thing and like that's fine for networking events, but don't go networking at places where the title makes it very clear that it's going to be a bunch of people who are also looking for jobs, for example. It doesn't apply to you, doesn't apply to you, but like just make it resonate for your situation. You get what I'm trying to say. If you're looking for a job, whether you're out of a job or you just don't like your job and you're looking to change, life is life. But like, don't go to, mixers and meetup groups where everybody there is jobless. Because how the hell are you going to get, you know what I'm saying? Like, who going to help who? How they going to help you? They don't got no job. So go to places that are for professionals. Like if you're in the tech industry, for example, like you go to hackathons with people who are still active in the field. That way, if you make a connection or whatever, that person might be able to, get you where you want to go on the back end. Not in a weirdo, like manipulative way, but if you know somebody and you're cool with them and you know that they're capable of the job and a job opening comes up. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of market we're in. Whether we like it or not, that's just where we are. So you got to leverage what you have around you. But what I'm hearing is network and differentiate yourself, which it seems that you're already doing. Anything else regarding career and finance for the Libra Collective today? Thank you. That's a lot. So we're actually going to talk through this, and that should be it. I had quite a few of them fall to the side of me. I have investment. Invest in your education and make some plans for the future. Take calculated risks, but save something to fall back on. This is the time for frugality. If you're thinking about, I don't know, meal prepping, the answer is yes. If you're thinking about shopping in season, it is summer in the Northern Hemisphere. I just bought summer squash for like disgustingly cheap. So guess who's making salmon on a bed of summer squash and peppers and onions and some herbs? Me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get in where you fit in. Maybe a meatless Monday wouldn't kill us. Maybe doing a little veggie burger once a week with some black beans. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not the time to be spending all crazy. This is the time to be keeping your money in your pocket. Because things are just, very topsy-turvy economically right now, which we all obviously know. So this is a time also to be prudent and take care of your education. If your job is offering you a free certification or they're offering you free credits towards a degree with blah, blah, blah university, baby, just take it. Take it. Take it and do something with it. Okay? We also have ups and downs. Your work has potential for both advancement and stagnation, like anyone else. See if there's hope, but allow yourself to move on if needed. So falling right in line with, differentiating yourself and doing what you need to in order to get where you want to be. We also have saving face. You may need to grin and bear it to maintain respect and keep your job, or you need to smile and make nice to get the position you want, right? So falling in line with the networking theme. Networking is important. People skills are important. And, you can be as talented as you want, which is great. You should, strive for that. But if you're not somebody that people enjoy working with, it's going to be an uphill battle. And falling in line with that, lastly, we have people skills. So you have a flair for working well with others. You could be a diplomat, counselor, salesperson, or head of a company. You are somebody that people enjoy working with, right? So you want to make sure that you keep that air about you. And if you are going to networking events or even talking to your coworkers, your colleagues, your boss, you just maintain a light air about you, because people remember, what is the quote? People forget what you said, but they remember how you make them feel, and you make them feel good. So keep that up. Well, Libra, I'm really grateful for you being here. I thank you so much, and I really hope that this message has been helpful for you. I will talk to you soon. Be well. Take care. Love you. Bye.